Had a great laptop. I have never offered this before. I didn't even know RCA made a laptop until this morning. I am so psyched to bring this to you. RCA has done a laptop, but not only did they do a laptop, they did a laptop that has the Intel on the inside. That's gonna be your chip, that's going to be your brain. So one of the biggest names when it comes to technology. So RCA, a name that we have trusted for decades and decades, really truly generations, to be able to get RCA with an Intel processor on the inside, and I'm not done yet, because this also has Microsoft Windows 11 on the inside. It's crazy, Windows 11, but this is in the S mode. I'd never heard of S mode. It is so important to get the S mode because you will find that you do not have to buy any kind of security for it. There's a special, it's a special system that you do not have to buy virus protection for. So you have Microsoft Windows, Intel, RCA, and then we're even including Microsoft Office 365 for an entire year. Office, all of it, under $300. You know what? I mean, we call this segment splurge worthy. This is a bargain. This is a deal. Under $300 for some of the top names in tech. That's not a splurge. That is an absolute incredible value buy that you are getting today, under $300. Free shipping, 5 flex payments, and we have it available in 3 beautiful colors. We have it in the navy right here. I'm actually gonna flip it around so that you can really see. Look how pretty that is. Gorgeous color. I'm gonna flip this one around too, because I think it's one of the prettiest colors I have ever seen us do. Look at the lavender. If you want it in the lavender, 200 remaining now in that lavender. And then we also have it in very soft black as well. Okay, if you want it in the black, I'm gonna put that forward so you can really see that. 40 left in the black now. Aaron Berger is joining us. Where have you been hiding this, Aaron? I didn't even know RCA made a laptop, but with Microsoft Windows in it, I mean, that to me is the biggest deal because a lot of their tablets always have the Android operating system. I love having Microsoft Windows 11 in my laptop.
Full Microsoft, that's just it. This is a full computer, right? This is a full Windows 11 S mode computer. We haven't done, the reason you haven't seen this, you and I have been working together for how long? I think 16 or 17 years now. We've never done an RCA laptop before because we've never had one. It's brand new. It is incredibly exciting. This is probably maybe the third presentation that I've had. I'm glad that you have lavender at all. I thought lavender would be totally sold out. Here's what you really can't believe. So Alice did a wonderful job scratching the surface because yes, it's great that it's Windows 11 in S mode. Absolutely, that's a wonderful thing. It's great that it's an RCA computer that we haven't had before. RCA has been a brand that's around for 90 years. We love it. We trust it. This is a computer that starts with a 2, a sub $300 computer. Did you know it also has a 1080p high definition screen? Probably 97% of the computers Alice and I sell together have a high definition screen, but it's 720p, not 1080p, not that highest level high definition screen. This is the highest level, 1080. So that's extraordinary. Like, that can't happen at this price. Did you know we're including Microsoft 365, which is Microsoft Office, which is Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Access, OneNote, and Publisher. Did you know we're including those for a full year? Normally when we sell a computer, there's 2 prices. There's a price without Microsoft, and then underneath it, usually for anywhere from $50 to $100 more, there's a price for when we include Microsoft Office. Everybody gets it today. There's no additional fee to pay today. Microsoft Office is included. Did you know this isn't just Intel inside? Bum, 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 bum. This is Intel Pentium inside. So Intel has a couple of different lines within their brand. Intel's the #1 processor brand in the entire world. There are a couple of different lines inside the Intel brand. This is, and we'll go ahead and show an animation now. This is Intel Pentium. This is level up. This isn't the beginner level. This isn't Celeron. We're going to show you this twice in a row, actually. I like this video. Reliable power with Intel for smooth running apps. Intel high definition graphics are built in too. 12 times faster, 12 times better 3D gaming, 8 times faster high definition video conversion, reliable and long power, about an 8.5-hour battery life on this computer. So high definition, not just high definition, smack my hand, 1080p high definition, Intel Pentium inside, Microsoft 365 included. Oh, and then of course, high definition webcam, expanded huge touchpad at the bottom, beautiful sort of island style keyboard, so individual keys. Alice, the computer weighs a pound. It is a true thin and light on the go computer.
Crazy.
So it is,
Crazy.
I don't blame you for being a little bit miffed at me, you know, that I haven't told you all about this coming. It really is a big deal for us to launch
It's
here.
a really big deal. I mean, this is RCA. RCA has become one of our top selling tech companies forever and ever. And I'm talking about for year after year because of the quality, because of the dependability that they bring us, and their usability. They make it simple and easy as well. But to give you now an RCA laptop, first time I've ever done this. First time, but to give it to you with the Intel Pentium processor, and even more importantly for me, Microsoft Windows 11 on the inside, because a lot of us still really love using that Windows experience, especially when it comes. Maybe we're okay with an Android. Maybe we're okay having an Android operating system on a phone or whatever. But when you get your laptop, a lot of us really are comfortable with Windows. Microsoft Windows 11 is in here, okay? And not only is that in here, Microsoft Office, I mean, exactly what Aaron was talking about. We usually charge an additional $50. It's included in here. And you don't even have to buy any kind of virus protection for this because of that Windows S mode. So all of that, and you're getting it for under $300 and free shipping and handling. If you want it in the black, that black is incredibly limited at this point. So I have 3 dozen left now in the black. The lavender's selling the fastest. I don't blame it. This is a gorgeous color. I would actually call it like an orchid color. Could we come over here? Because I really want you to see it. Look at that. There's a little bit of glare over there, but look at how pretty that color is. Wouldn't you call that orchid? But order it as lavender. It is beautiful. And even the keyboard on the inside also completely done in that beautiful lavender color. And very limited also with the lavender, which, like I said, is selling the fastest. And then we also have it available in the blue as well. I mean, this is a laptop, Aaron, that has it all. I mean, the biggest names in tech, in all tech, but including the Microsoft Windows 11 in the S mode saves me money and
Right.
headaches, because you don't have to worry about viruses. But having that with Microsoft Office, I mean, that's just crazy. I mean, for under $300, this has to be one of the best buys we've done on any laptop. But to do an RCA, I mean, we love RCA.
It could have been a brand that no one knew, quite frankly.
Completely.
It could have been an original manufactured brand that nobody
like Acme
knows.
or something. I know.
Exactly. Aaron and Alice's computer, A&A, you know, you would have been like, Ray, you're going to love your new A&A computer. But the truth is, it's not. It's RCA. It's a brand that your grandparents probably had in their home. I bet they listened to records on the RCA gramophones and on RCA records. You know, think of little Spot the dog, the little RCA Dalmatian. You know, it's an iconic American brand. On Christmas morning, somebody opening up an RCA electronic is something that's been going on for years and years, for literally decades in America. And we're excited to continue the tradition with our friends at RCA. Whether this is for you, whether this is a gift, I'll review if you're just joining us. Some really extraordinary things about this computer. If it costs $500 or $600, and I told you it has a 1080p full high definition screen. And what that means, this is a higher resolution, higher quality screen than the vast majority of screens that we do. The vast majority we do are what are called 720p high definition. So they're high definition, but they're not that highest, what we call full high definition. This is full high definition. And it really does make a difference whether you're streaming your favorite shows, especially if you're streaming your favorite shows, watching Netflix, Hulu, Prime Video, Disney Plus, HBO Max. That's what I do all the time. Outside of working on my computer, that's what I do all the time, and I'm sure many of you do too. And it is awesome to do that in a higher resolution. And quite frankly, it's very unexpected to do that in a higher resolution as well, particularly at a price that is anything like that. So that's the first thing I would point out. The next thing I would point out, computer people shop processor and RAM first. This is the #1 processor brand in the entire world. We could have put a tier through, RCA, could have put a tier 2 or 3 or 4 processor in here. It would have been reasonable for a $300 computer. This isn't. Not only that, it's not even the entry-level Intel. This is an Intel Pentium processor. Bum, 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 bum. Sound familiar? Yeah, it sounds familiar, right? Because it's the #1 processor in the world. It's one of the most well-known brands in the world. You're really getting something special at an incredible value. Again, built for everyday work and everyday play. This is a great computer to take to school every day, to take to work every day, to play your games on, to stream video on, for entertainment, all of those sorts of things. And then some very special things that you would never expect. #1, Microsoft Office, we're including it. We're including Microsoft 365, which is Microsoft. In fact, I've got the box here. The box doesn't come along with it because we pre-installed it for you, but just as a reference, you're getting Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Access, OneNote, and Publisher. That's all 7 of them. Those are the #1 office selling office programs in America. Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Access, OneNote, and Publisher. You're getting them all for your computer, for a tablet, and for a smartphone for a full year. So that's exciting. And then what we haven't talked too much about, the operating system is not just Windows 11, which is the latest operating system from Microsoft. It's only been out for about a year, and I'm going to talk about that in detail in a sec. This is Windows 11 in S mode. So if you will, it's sort of the step-up version. In S mode means safety. So your new computer, this is a full Microsoft Windows operating system computer, has a longer battery life, about an 8.5 hour battery life, faster boot up time. Basically close it, open it up, the computer is more or less essentially on. But the big thing is security and protection. Your computer cannot catch a virus, cannot catch spyware, cannot catch malware, cannot catch ransomware. So let's just extrapolate that a little bit. That means you don't have to buy antivirus, anti-spyware, anti-malware, anti-ransomware. You don't have to buy any of them. Your computer is simply automatically protected. It's always safe. It's always protected. So that's an exciting thing, isn't it? It's one less thing you have to buy, one less thing to have to keep up with, one less thing to have to, sort of deal with. If you're the kind of person who likes to get to your computer, turn it on and watch a movie, or get to your computer, turn it on and do your banking, or get to your computer, turn it on and get some work done. But you're not necessarily the sort of person who wants to download a third-party update on your computer and look for patches. That's great. This is the computer for you that's ready to go all the time. I'll talk more about Windows 11 in a minute, but I feel like I need to give Alice a chance to sort of reintroduce to any of you guys who might be joining us. Colors are limited. It's one of the first times we've ever done an RCA computer. So, of course, it's very, very popular.
I can't even believe, I don't think I've ever offered a laptop that's under a pound.
Right?
It is less.
It's very lightweight.
Than a pound. But here's the other thing. We're halfway through our quantity already on this, okay? It's going very fast. So if you want it, you need to be ordering this right away. Here, especially if you want it, this is the black. It's actually a really soft black. We have 2 dozen left now in the black. Lavender selling the fastest right now. I think we have about 175 now left in that lavender. And then navy is your best bet at this point, okay? But stop and think about this. #1, the fact that this is RCA. I've never offered you an RCA laptop. I've never offered an RCA laptop that has Microsoft Windows 11 in it. A lot of your RCA tablets, for example, a lot of times will have Android operating systems. This has Microsoft Windows 11. A lot of us like that when it comes to our laptop. Not only does it have Microsoft Windows 11, it has it in S mode. I don't have to worry about viruses with this. I don't have to buy all that antivirus stuff and try and figure out how to get it on. and then how to get it off. Ever try to get it off your computer? It is really weird, and it gets kind of scary almost. So you don't have to worry about any of that. I have Intel Pentium processor on the inside. I'm getting the biggest names when it comes to technology, but then I have Microsoft Office. That's included. I mean, I'm gonna get my PowerPoint, the email, all of that stuff. Okay, the whole suite, Microsoft Office 365, okay, is included. And a lot of documents won't open unless you have Microsoft Windows. Typically, we sell that for another $50 when you choose a laptop. It's included with this. Have we even said that this is a quad-core processor? My goodness, most of the laptops that I offer now are dual-core. This is twice that, quad-core. It will boot up in 25 seconds. This thing is awesome, guys. It's an awesome buy today. It is so crazy affordable, under $300. And don't forget, if you're shopping for gifts, which you should, with half of our quantity on this gone, we have maybe 1,000 of these to go around. Maybe not even 1,000 of these to go around at this point. And here's the thing, I don't know if we're getting more of these. That's the problem that we've had the last couple of years, and it continues, I guess, this year as well. So when you see something, get it. And you don't have to worry about it, because we're gonna give you till the end of January. If for any reason you need to return it, absolutely no problem. So if you would, Erin, one more time, go through the specs again. Quad-core processor on top of all of your big names when it comes to tech.
Yeah, let's take a few minutes to go through the specs again. It is a computer that certainly warrants that. Just before I do a rundown of the specs, so let me show you a quick video. We've got a video on Windows 11. If you haven't bought a computer in the last year, you probably don't have Windows 11. It's awesome. It took Microsoft about 6 years. They had Windows 10, and Windows 10 was great. But when the pandemic came around, we started to notice, we're trying to connect and create and play and do all of these things from our home, and maybe there's some little tweaks. And basically, Windows 11 is just that. It's everything you love about Windows 10 with some great tweaks. Easier to use settings for sure. Easy to search your settings. Your home button is right in the bottom middle of your screen, so it's easy to get there. Staying productive has never been easier. Being able to snap everything into place, being able to multitask on your computer is so simple. As you can see, this beautiful new snap feature, or I should say redone snap feature. Being able to connect with just one click. For the first time, Microsoft Teams is built into your computer. You know what that means? With Microsoft Teams being built into your computer, it means you can start a Teams chat, for example, with one click. Super duper simply. Unrivaled gaming for the first time on a Microsoft computer. You don't have to have an Xbox to play Xbox games. It's as simple as going to the Microsoft Store, getting the Game Pass, and with the Game Pass, you subscribe to the Game Pass, a couple bucks a month. You can play over 100 Xbox games on your computer without an Xbox console. So now, your computer really is for fun. It's for all kinds of entertainment. It's for all kinds of gaming. Other things that are important, it's not just Windows 11, of course, it's Windows 11 in S mode. In S mode is a big deal because this computer cannot catch a virus. So you don't have to worry about antivirus, anti-spyware, anti-malware. One other video, since we have just a minute or two left. This also has a solid state drive. I've barely spoken to that. It's the latest technology in storage. So the past technology was a hard disk drive, where there was a moving component inside your computer where it actually had to spin and whir and move and needed a fan to cool it down, and there was friction and all that kind of stuff. Not anymore. With the solid state drive, it is lighter, it is quieter, it is faster, all day battery life, about an 8.5-hour battery life, quieter, your applications load more quickly. There's no moving parts, so it's more durable as well. Other things that I would point out, one of the biggest things to me is because I sell so many computers at so many prices, and I almost never see a computer that has a 1080p full high definition screen. And when I do, it is a heck of a lot more expensive, than this. So really, really proud to be able to bring this to you guys today with the solid state drive, with the 1080p full high definition, with Windows 11 in S mode, with a high definition webcam, with an Intel Pentium processor, with Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Access, OneNote, Publisher, Alice, all included. I can't imagine a fuller spec computer at a better value than this from a name like RCA that we love and we trust and we're so proud to have in our homes.